Alright, here we go. Crazy stuff's about to happen. Let me watch the intro here while I'm getting things set up. Here we go. I love the music of it, don't you? Don't you, don't you, don't you? Just posting all the things where they belong. Bam. Bam bam. And we're happy. And we're good. Alright. Cool, cool. Alright, let's do this. No need to play the intro again. I'm good. I did the thing. So if I remember correctly, we have to go back to... I think we have to send the calling card at this point. I need to get all my pages set up as well. So I do have... a couple things here. Prepare for the 19th. It is the 18th. It is the evening of the 18th, in fact. And I cannot go anywhere. Alright, bedtime it is. Pretty much prepared, I think. Alright, here comes the 19th. We sent the calling card. We are at 3%, which means people absolutely hate us.
The day has come. Are you all prepared?
I am very prepared. I am so prepared, you have no idea how prepared I am. Alright, we're supposed to say something?
Let us go.
Okay, I guess they're not supposed to say anything.
Now, let's settle the score. We can't afford to lose. Let's go.
Now we're getting some serious music going. Let's do this.
It's showtime.
Ah, see, the main character actually had a word in it. Every now and then he'll say something and she's like, oh yeah, that's what his voice is. Neat. Hey, welcome to the stream, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Alright, so if I remember correctly... If I remember correctly, I want a catchy.
Do you have a moment? Oh?
Ryuji's a hard hitter. Yusuke's a hard hitter. Makoto's alright for healing. We'll switch out Ryuji.
That settles it.
And then who else should I switch out here? I think between Joker and Queen here, we are good in terms of healing.
I have something.
Should be good to go. Alright, so if I do this, go to the battle arena.
Let's go.
Somewhere.
Grab you. Thank you. Incomplete deck. That's fine. I don't need to go high limit lobby. I think I need to go... Oh, I do need to go to high limit lobby. My mistake.
I can feel it.
And then I go up here.
I can feel it.
Where's the treasure? Just as she planned. Okay. Allow me to compliment you. I've never expected you to be able to come this far.
It's somewhere. I can feel it.
Interesting that there are no enemies around here. I'm gonna get sealed from behind, aren't I?
I have something.
Alright, let's keep going, I guess. Hold on. Is there a better set of people to use this? I guess it's really... She's gonna be one that they have no weakness to. So we just gotta do it. Hey, Hannah. I'm doing alright. Glad you make it to the stream. We are playing some Persona 5. New house is doing alright. We're doing a lot of painting, a lot of redecorating. Cosmetics mainly, but there's a little bit of building here and there.
What kind of game will it be this time? No matter what you bring out, we will emerge victorious.
You are making a grave mistake if you think you have me cornered.
We do have you cornered. Also, could you wear less eye stuff?
I only guided you here because this place allows me to fight to my heart's content.
Sis.
When my father died in the line of duty, I hated his killer from the bottom of my heart.
I'm doing great. I'm doing very good. How are you doing?
To uphold justice sounds virtuous, but the ones left behind have to clean up the mess. Can you imagine the hardships I had to endure?
Because your father passed away?
Perhaps I had overestimated her. I thought her reasoning would have been more noble somehow.
Oh,
She's
snap.
lost control. This is wrong.
Justice cannot yield to evil.
Haru's legs are so small.
This is nothing more than self-righteousness.
All we need to do to determine who is right is battle.
What?
This?
It's a roulette board.
A clash of brute strength is simply uncalled for on this stage.
What is she intending?
No more coins or playing games. We ain't following your damn rules.
Oh, you will. There is no room for negotiation. You will know soon enough.
What was that?
Now,
That was your sister. I'm gonna make you fight your sister.
You'll save her, right?
We got the red eyes.
All right, everyone. Be on alert.
let's do this fair and square.
Nah, there's no such thing as fair and square with you, my dear. You lie. You lie today.
All right. Let's.
Increase the evasions.
Let's go. Prepare yourself.
I'll use my persona.
I would hope you would. Let's up our defenses too.
Persona!
Just attack her.
Let's do this fair and square.
HP.
What the?
Now let us play a game of roulette. The stakes will be our lives. Of course, acts of violence are forbidden here. One must follow the rules.
Uh-huh.
We already told you. There's no way we're gonna follow your rules anymore.
That's fine by me. Such troublesome people will just face the penalty.
So basically I shouldn't attack her.
There's a penalty for not spinning the roulette. What should we do?
We should all guard. That's what we should do. Hold on.
My skills exceed yours.
Except for Fox, who has damage to him.
This one.
There you go.
You will predict now. The time.
I'm almost positive she's going to. We should go.
I agree.
Okay, so basically I predict.
Well,
How should I bet? Safe. Safe low return bet. We're gonna go with the Reds.
have you made your decision?
So it doesn't quite matter what you do. Except from, yeah, you see that? It's a little shiny thing, so yep, she's cheating.
We lost. Really?
There's a glass lid.
I see. You're right. It did seem like the ball floated for a split
Uh-huh.
second there.
How humiliating.
Let's catch her in the act so she can't have someone snipe the pocket when that glass lid appears. You're in charge of
How dare she make...
Yeah, send someone
I'm
to do it.
going to go? Well, I will try my...
As long as I get close, even this gun should work.
Leave it to me. I won't miss the mark.
See, he's a lot better aim-wise. When the others don't have guns that are appropriate for it, so Akechi would be the best bet.
Do this fair and square.
I'm gonna heal up during this round.
The stuff just... That must mean the...
Persona! Kuchinada!
Yes, Kuchinada. Let's do this. Let's heal up.
Thank you.
Perfect.
The sniper is in their designated spot. All that's left is to wait.
Very well. Time to make your bet. Well,
Safer, lower return, black pocket.
hopefully your prediction will be correct this time.
You got it, Akechi. Yay, we wins! Give me the monies.
What?
What was that about fair and square? You were totally cheating.
That she was, and now she's gonna die cause it.
You coward. What are you so quiet for? Say something.
Shut up! Shut up!
So that was fast enough. So now she's this. Now this is her shadow with the spiky stuff, and a sword and a giant gun.
Sis?
Cheating? Unfair? Silence! This is my world! If you want a fair fight, then to hell with the game! I'll crush you by force. fair and square, just as you like.
It's my sister's true nature. No! We're finally back to a normal fight.
Die on my blade.
Oh, snap. Crackle and pop.
Than before. Don't underestimate her.
Alright, so...
Let's go.
Increase defense. Is there one that I have increased attack? Increase critical rate to ally. Nullify stat debuff. Decrease attack. There we go. You. Let's decrease your attack. Let's get all the buffs that we need. All the buffs we need. Good. Makoto. We need to increase the defense. Good on you, Makoto. Attacks reverted here. Heavy blast damage, medium curse, severe damage. There you go.
Die, die, die!
There we go. That was the last one I needed. Thank you, Futaba-chan. Thank you very much. What else can we do?
Calm down.
So I don't believe she has a weakness. Yeah, I don't believe she has a weakness, so what we need to do is just kind of flail away. Skullcracker. I gotta have another. Miracle Punch. High chance of crits. Yeah, I'm not gonna crit on a boss.
Let's go.
Very helpful. Much thanks.
My skills exceed yours.
There we go. Not bad. Not bad. Thought I had a better... Swift Strike. Yeah. Go ahead, Rhonda.
Go down.
Teach me your way. That's not bad. See, that stacks.
This is my other self. Die.
Alright, so next, what I need to do is buff our defenses and then heal up again. Catchy. Heavy almighty damage to all foes versus heavy bless damage. 188.
Come. This isn't it. It's time.
Decrease defense. Oh yeah. Why didn't I do that?
Persona.
So this would be the third turn, so we're just going to keep our stats up. We're going to attack here and there and keep our stats up.
Let's go.
Heal up. Makoto's going to be our healer, and then when Makoto runs out, I'm going to use Joker as the healer. You're going to continue to do your rampage damage. I'll let you know, attacking would just be perfectly fine.
Dodge, damn it! Behave yourself!
Queen Ma!
Calm down.
Thanks.
I'm grateful. I appreciate it. I am thou.
Oh, you guys aren't doing that much. Not doing that bad by yourself. So we extended the defense, which is good.
Taste my wrath.
Oh, now the attack went down.
Don't you all think the same? You're controlling the hearts of others to achieve your own goals.
It's not for us. We only do it to help others who are suffering.
I will win.
Roulette time. SP.
You're being a sore loser.
I never lose, even in games of pure luck.
So she's not going to cheat it? This may be a good opportunity for us, Joker. If
Persona! I'm not done. No.
the opponent is strong, don't do anything reckless.
Let's go. Alright.
This doesn't count as act of violence.
Breaking rules.
No, it counted as act of violence. Shoot.
Joker,
Let's go.
your health is low. Watch out.
I didn't think it would act as a count as an act of violence.
This one.
It was a debuff. Debuff is not damage. Come on, red. Yeah! Give me the SP. Give me the SP. Give it here. Heck yeah!
Persona! Not
The
that.
opponent is strong. Don't
Let's
do
go.
anything reckless.
Mitra!
Not use that right now. Okay, well.
Rabbit trap!
No, you're not weak to fire.
Persona!
Weak to ice. No.
Persona!
I don't think she's weak to anything, any particular thing.
Persona!
No, she's not weak to any one thing. Ha 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 ha! Take that. I can't do that right now. Why not? What's the decrease? Decrease. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you'll do. Perfect.
This is my other self.
Increase accuracy, evasion. See, we're staying on top of her. That's the thing. We're staying on top of her. She's not able to do much.
I'll use my persona.
I'm going. Just.
You oppose it.
Yeah, you're not doing enough damage.
Persona! Manifest!
Dodge. No, you didn't dodge it.
Persona!
Decrease attacks, rebellion, increase critical strike, decrease defense.
There. Let's go.
Get in there. There you go. You too. Not as much damage as I would like. You go. Nice. Almost halfway.
Too slow. Persona.
So her defense is down. Her attack needs to go down again. There you go. Mothman will take care of that.
All right. This is my other self. I will put you down.
You need to heal us, please and thank you.
Let's go.
My thanks. Much thanks.
So she really doesn't do, I mean, she hasn't used her special attacks yet, but she doesn't do a crazy amount of damage.
I will win. Justice can only be on the.
Heat Riser. Oh, no, 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 no.
Let's go.
Okay.
I'll use my persona.
So we drop the attack.
Manifest.
Die, die, die! Don't dodge, damn it!
Persona!
What else can we drop here? We can drop attack. Defense. It's just me constantly cycling through debuffs is what I'm doing here.
Persona!
What are you stretching for, buddy? We got an enemy here to deal with. Alright, so debuffing is not good, but we can we can buff ourselves.
Let's go. Kushinana! There. This is my other self.
And we'll give some people a little bit of give some people a little bit of HP to all allies. You know, it doesn't need that much. Just 30% of the ally will go here.
I appreciate
There you go. And then you, my dear,
Let's go.
buff our defense, please.
Manifest.
And you can also heal yourself. Just a little bit, just a touch. How should I bet? We're betting money, so I can do high risker. There's no big deal. I think I got it. Yeah! How much? How much we talking? 9,000. Nice. Nice. Let's do it to it. Let's do it to it, buddies. Alright, so this, she currently has her attack and defense lowered. Let's get in there and dish out some damage. Now you don't do much damage, so you need to actually do the attack. There you go. Meanwhile, the amount of damage they do melee versus skill is relatively... Oh, that was cheap of you. That was real cheap of you. We're gonna have to fix that.
This is my other self.
Persona.
And now we're back.
Persona!
385! It's because their defense was down. It's because her defense was down. Alright, so let's fix that again. Decrease attack. Decrease attack. There you go.
Alright.
Oh, I love it when your defense is down.
My skills exceed yours.
Oh, she's getting weak. 348. Here we go.
I just need to win.
Okay, so
The enemy's power is rapidly increasing.
let's guard this one. I don't trust it. Akechi might die, but hopefully not.
Winning is all that matters.
Oh, no one died. Sweet.
It's time.
So her.
Queen Mom!
Alright.
Thanks.
I'm grateful.
Thank you.
Good. The attack's reverted. Accuracy and evasion is reverted. We gotta fix that. Alright. Defense reverted. We gotta fix that too.
Let's go.
Maybe I should have healed. Well, Akechi can heal yet. If I use an item.
I'll use this.
Much thanks.
There you go. All healed up.
Die on my blade.
Oh, right, Queen! The opponent is strong.
So let's drop her attack again.
Unicorn.
So now her little buff is actually not really doing anything.
I am thou. Out of the way.
We'll finish her up here. There you go. Nice. Defense reverted. Desperation wore off. Good. So use desperation again. Keep her up. Guard. She's gonna use a berserk thing, and then we'll live through it. We'll live through the berserk. Oh no, she did a Gatling gun. My mistake. Are you gonna? Yeah, buddy. Okay, we can finish her this time. Everyone's powered up. Let's decrease her defense, and then everyone else attack, and we should be good to go. Defense is down, everyone else should be able to attack. And finish. Yeah, look at that damage. Look at that damage. Akechi, finish it up for me, please. Yes. Oh, lovely. Morgana, Ryuji, and yeah, I gotta work on something.
Power courses through me.
Oh, lovely.
A new move? I better keep up.
Nocturnal Flash, medium chance of dizzying all foes. High chance of brainwashing. Let's do that. I mean, I understand it's a high chance.
Fits me like a glove.
High wind damage to 1, mean, yeah, there we go.
A new skill. Now I can fight harder.
Heavy side damage to 1 effective versus mental. There we go.
So I lost.
Yes, you did.
Sis!
Get over it.
That's only a shadow. Why are you so...
Quiet!
Sorry.
We'll go grab the treasure.
Makoto?
I don't think it's wrong to bring light to evils which can't be judged by law. That's all the Phantom Thieves have been trying to do too. But these aggressive investigations, twisting the truth for your own personal gain? Please. You have to think back to the feelings you had when you first wanted to be a prosecutor. Think about your justice, sis.
My justice.
Try to remember how you used to be.
How I...
NIIJIMA-san. She's just like my father. What caused them to change like this?
Even though their own desires were the cause, succumbing to such distorted thoughts is strange.
It is.
Is there another reason they don't know of?
We found it.
The investigation will now be able to proceed. The suspicions against you will be lifted as well. This deal we made was a great experience for me.
Yay! Level 7, Ranku up!
Alright.
I can now get more XP when I arcade burst fuse things.
To think that I, a detective, would act alongside the Phantom Thieves. By no means. This shall be the end of our working together. That was part of our promise. You haven't forgotten, have you?
Alright, we don't need to stay here any longer. Are you alright? I am. Let's go. Huh? Enemy readings! They're gathering outside!
For real? What the hell's going on? Look at those numbers.
This doesn't look good. We defeated the palace ruler and even stole the treasure, yet the shadows are still restless. It doesn't make any sense. There are more coming? This'll be dangerous if we don't do something. Huh? We need to go now. Those guys in black suits are almost here. We'll be done for if we get surrounded. A team this large would be discovered immediately. We had best split up for our escape. Although, we'll need some... No, that's too dangerous. Joker? Are you planning on distracting them by yourself?
Yeah, I got the hops. Skips and
Let
the
him do
jumps.
it, Queen. He's quiet. Once his mind's made up, he's not gonna take no for an answer. I'm sure you ain't gonna die. It's you we're talking about here.
Why are you giving the decoy the treasure?
Please don't do anything reckless, okay?
I'll never forgive you if you don't make it back.
Because I'm dating you.
We still haven't fulfilled our deal, remember? Even more are coming.
This truly is a...
It seems we had best...
We'll see you later.
And Makoto too. Dating quite a few people actually.
There's someone here.
Is it windy up there?
Hey, up there! He's here. Moving immediately.
Do I gotta do this again? I did it at the beginning of the game. I know what happens. I gotta do it again!
This is our...
Stay calm. You can get away now. We'll retrieve the briefcase on our end. What? Don't worry about us. Just... But I have to say, showing yourself above that crowd earlier was an excellent move. Nice work as always, Joker.
I have something.
I bet Skull wouldn't pull it off that smoothly.
Just run! Get out of the... Okay, the enemy's focus is on him. Looks like the rest of us can slip away. Everyone remember where we're meeting up?
Stop right there!
Get away.
Take him down, Joker!
Oh snap, crackle, and pop. Hi. Arsene?
I am Arsene.
Arsene!
Another you that exists within. We meet once again. You have progressed well through your recollections. Last spring, you awakened to this furious power. Now, use that power and defeat.
Comparing power levels. No threat.
Sona.
Hit him, Joker.
That's not right.
Your opponent is strong. Don't do anything reckless.
I have Arsene. I don't see Arsene. Did I not have room for him? I bet you I didn't have room for him then. They're like, well, about that. Well, let me get what's-her-face out here. Ragda.
Everyone else? Use root feet.
Because Ragda blocks everything!
Your fate will recall everything. Remember the bonds you have. If you are fated to continue past this point.
Alright, bye Arsene.
Okay. Pull out before their backup gets here.
Talk to you later. Bye, Arsene.
Good. More of them? Joker, behind you!
It's somewhere.
I should have healed up.
Alright,
Come on, man.
I'm okay.
I'm gonna heal up.
I have something.
You're quick!
Where'd they go, damn it? I can't confirm the intruder's location.
I can feel it. I can feel it.
Huh? What? Alright.
That's how they taught you in the original, at the beginning. But I know better.
He's not alone. Find them and kill them all.
Something wrong? The exit should be up ahead.
You're there.
That's just how it is. After that commotion, the bottom floor's completely closed off. Hey, can you make it?
Over there. There's nowhere to run.
These readings. It can't be.
What happened?
An ambush? Joker, can you handle this?
Joker!
Oh no!
Capture him! Let's go! Go, go, go! Go over there!
How many people do they need for this guy? Also, we're still in a palace.
Kid. You have your teammate to thank for this. You were sold out.
Suspect confirmed. Cuff it.
I would like to save now. I'm gonna save right here. Oh. Yeah, I'll do that. Thank you very much. It's not a good idea to leave just needles sticking around here. You know what I mean?
Guess the drug was too strong. Wake him up. No dozing off. You still don't get it, do you? Give it up!
Wow, he kicked me strong enough to break the chair. I don't know what's stronger, his foot or my entire body.
What about the camera? Are you thinking it can be used as video evidence? You still haven't figured it out? There are no laws here that will protect criminals like you. Obstruction of justice, blackmail, defamation, possession of weapons. Manslaughter too, yeah? Talk about the works. To think that all those crimes were led by a punk like this. And you seem to be enjoying every second of it. Huh? You should know your place. Sign here. It's a confession under your name. I see. I need your hand to sign this, but I don't care if you end up losing a leg. Don't expect to walk out of here in one piece. We are going to make you understand.
Wow.
One must take full responsibility for their actions.
Excuse me, but this area's off.
I'm NIIJIMA from the Public Prosecutor's Office.
The prosecutor's office? What business do you have here?
Just let me through. It's urgent. There's something I need to confirm with the suspect.
NIIJIMA-san, I believe this case is no longer in your jurisdiction. Besides...
You prosecutor signed NIIJIMA? There's a call from your director. Hurry and get it over with. To be frank, You're being an inconvenience.
I thought I ordered you to stand by.
You did.
I'm responsible for this case, yet I'm not even being allowed an interrogation?
I'm calling because I knew you'd bring it up.
I will not be convinced unless I confirm it for myself. This is my case.
Good luck to you then. I won't be expecting much, though.
Prosecutor, I forgot to mention something important. Your time will be cut short. We can't permit you to talk with him for long. It's for your own sake. His methods are unknown. After all, we don't even know if it's safe to simply meet and speak with him.
I understand.
Wow, nice of them to say.
Well done on making it this far, inmate.
Thank you.
Now that you have traversed your long, perilous recollection, you truly have entered the present.
Oh, thank you. I like presents.
The effects of that drug are gonna wear off soon.
Oh, is that why we're in here?
This is your golden opportunity. You must grasp the truth that will save you from the brink of ruin. The evil influence who wishes you dead is fast approaching. If you want to win this unreasonable game, if you wish to take back your stolen future, recall the bonds you formed with your allies, and grasp the truth that will save you from the brink of ruin.
You're gonna add to that, Igor? Just gonna kind of laugh at it.
I see.
Casino of Jealousy shut down! Yeah!
So that's what led to your ending up here. What a disappointing end to the hero of justice. I still can't believe it. But I now have a general idea of the methods you used for your crimes.
I told you everything.
There's much more I'd like to ask, but my allotted time is nearly up. I do have a suggestion, though.
No, please.
Care to strike a deal? If you cooperate with me, I'll consider lightening your sentence. I have a responsibility to solve this case. I will win, even if it means brokering a deal with you. Your operation was leaked and you failed to change my heart. There's no point in being obstinate now. You've corrupted the order of this country and caused an uprising against its very existence. You'll most likely be given life imprisonment or the death penalty.
Because that's still a thing in Japan?
Unless you accept my proposal. Going forward, I will read a list of people who are closest to you and this case. Tell me honestly whether or not the following are involved with the Phantom Thieves.
I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I want to. But I guess if I cooperate, then that's a good thing. But I don't know if I want to. So we have to protect the friends. I want to continue the story.
First, the friend who you've been with since the day you transferred to Shujin, Ryuji Sakamoto.
When you ask whether or not your friends were involved, either deny her accusations no or deny acknowledging them.
One of the victims of the Kamoshida case, An Takamaki. Ichiryusai Madarame's pupil, Yusuke Kitagawa. The daughter of Wakaba Ishiki, Futaba Sakura. The heiress to the Okumura Foods legacy and daughter of its CEO, Haru Okumura. And the frequently probing student council president of Shujin Academy. Those are your accomplices in the Phantom Thieves case, are they not?
No.
So you won't sell out your friends. Then let me change the question. I find it hard to believe that high schoolers could have pulled off these crimes by themselves.
Uh-huh.
Were there not others outside of your direct group who encouraged your crimes or lent their aid? Not to repeat myself, but remember that your life will be forfeit if your sentence is not lightened. You had the cooperation of people outside your group, did you not? Can you tell me about them?
Upon further pressure, continue to protect your friends. I will do that. There are no such people.
I see. So you won't speak a word about either your teammates or your collaborators.
Well, no. They're bonds that I hold with them. Hold very dear.
Do you even understand the position that you're in? Let's discuss one other person. Goro Akechi. There are reports that he was acting alongside the Phantom Thieves as well. Might he be a part of your team too?
Not Akechi.
So Goro Akechi wasn't one of you. Very well. So be it. You clearly have no intention of bargaining with me. Even now, you're still acting as though you're a hero. Your teammates have sacrificed you in order to escape, yet you wish to defend their honor? Why won't you talk about them?
It's a dirty tactic. So the rest of these don't really matter, I guess. You can choose any options.
Don't be ridiculous. You're the one who's made wrong choices. Justice? Then tell me, what is this justice you speak of? Saving others?
Mm-hmm.
What an awfully simple response. You continue to stand firm. Are you implying that we have no evidence on you? You're right. We have nothing. And it doesn't help that your story sounds like a fairy tale. But many people have fallen victim to this. We need to learn the truth.
Uh-huh. Tell me about the truth.
The truth, huh? I don't even know what's right anymore. And it's all due to your strange story. After all this, you're... Are you listening? The side effects of the truth serum should be wearing off. I won't be deceived by such a poor act.
You realized it too then. It was our conversation about pancakes, right?
Hey, what?
There's no way he could have reacted like that if he hadn't heard me.
Hey. Can you hear me? It seems your mind is clearing up. But unfortunately, although I find your story to be quite interesting, I won't be able to speak with you any longer.
Yeah, don't you want to win?
Huh? What are you getting at? That's right. No matter the results of this case, I won't be receiving credit. I even had to call in a large favor just to conduct this interrogation.
Uh-huh. Interrogation room. That's right, if I remember.
So, how did that thing we asked you to look into go? NIIJIMA mentioned a special interrogation room, didn't she?
Why am I remembering this stuff about Morgana?
Good. It looks like we can make this work if we lure them there.
What?
Hey. Hey, are you listening? Our time's up. We're done talking here. Goodbye. Do you mean this interrogation room? Why wouldn't I know about it? What an odd thing to ask. Anyhow, there's something that's been bothering me for some time now.
Yes?
Recently, I was removed from my post as head of this investigation and was told to remain on standby.
Yep.
A short while later, I received word you were caught in the act, within some bizarre phenomenon. But that was all I was told. You were told someone sold you out, correct? If that's true, who could it have been? Don't you have any idea?
My suspicions were true in the end. Still, to think his true intention was to sell us out.
I have no idea. They're trying to make Morgana sound like the person to do this?
All that's left is to figure out a way to hand it over. It's all up to you, leader.
Oh, what?
Okay then. Giving him the phone without arousing suspicion will be easier said than done. We'll be counting on you to pull this one off.
What's wrong? Might you have an idea as to who sold you out? Yes, very well. Go on. If you know something, you must tell me. I won't allow things to end like this. You mean this? I've been told the lock on it is quite complicated, but it's only a matter of time until it's cracked. What's so important about this smartphone? Are you going to unlock it and show me the data?
Let's let her sleep. She hasn't slept for days while she's been getting that app ready. Now we gotta figure out a way to show him the phone.
Him?
Makoto and the others should have told you. I'm talking about the true culprit here. You know, the traitor.
Hey! What are you trying to get at here? And what about this smartphone? The true culprit?
We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that? Public security questioning will occur on the first day. And with that realm, my task will be simple. And thus, the dangerous criminal responsible for the mass mental shutdowns shall end his own life.
I don't know what's going on.
Please. I need you to be clear with me. Who am I supposed to...
I don't know what to say. Are they saying it's not doesn't matter which who you?
Not a teammate? My God.
Uh-huh. Not a teammate. Not a catchy.
You're referring to him, aren't you? You think? What are you plotting? I can't even begin to fathom it.
Uh-huh.
But it appears my time is up. This is as far as our conversation can go. This will be my last involvement with this. Very well. I've listened to your whole story, so I may as well play along to the end.
Please and thank you.
And that honest look in your eyes. I used to view the world the same. I'll place my bet on you. I just need to show him the phone, right?
Yeah.
I am thou. Thou art I.
Blood oath time.
Thou hast turned a vow into a blood oath. Thy vow hast awakened to the ultimate secret of judgment, granting thee infinite power.
I've gotten infinite power I don't know how many times now. True justice. Lots of question marks.
All right.
I confuse Satan, the most powerful persona of judgment. That does not make sense at all. You think it'd be like the Archangel Michael or something.
I'll be going now. What good will this do, though? Akechi-kun? Why are you here?
Why do you seem so surprised?
I needed my director to step in to get access, and I was directly responsible for this case.
Yeah.
How did you get approval?
For the same reason you did. I am heading up the investigation team after all. It's only natural I'd have the right to interrogate our culprit as well, don't you think?
They assigned you command?
That was a joke, of course. I'm merely here to assist with the public security interrogation. I am surprised it's this far underground, though. There aren't any others incarcerated here, yes? Nobody would ever know if things got a little violent.
If I remember correctly, didn't you say there was another culprit besides the Phantom Thieves?
That was but a lie I spread to set them up. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot that I had deceived you too, Sai-san. After all, if you wish to trick your enemies, you must first trick your allies.
So it was you. You're the one who sold out the Phantom Thieves.
I need you to be clear with me. Who am I supposed to show this to?
My God.
You're referring to...
Is there a problem?
Akechi-kun, does this phone look familiar to you?
Hmm? Excuse me? What is this phone?
It belonged to the leader of the Phantom Thieves. I believe you'll need it for your investigation.
Not personally. I was acting alongside the Phantom Thieves myself, remember?
True. This is undoubtedly a great accomplishment. Good luck in there.
Foolish woman.
Uh-huh.
May I ask that you accompany me? Going in unarmed to interrogate a murderer makes me uncomfortable.
Huh? What are you...
I owe you for all of this. Thanks. That's right. You and your little friends were vital to our plan, and now it will be completed. Your popularity truly was quite stunning. That just made using you all the more worthwhile.
Akechi has unveiled his true identity. My bond with Akechi has grown deep. No! Why would it grow deeper? Why would it grow deeper, though? He just killed the guy. And I bet you it wasn't his first. Wow, I hope I died prettier than that.
Have you finally pieced it all together?
Yeah.
Case closed. This is how your justice ends.
Wait, what? Okay. I think I've seen that cutscene before, but I don't think that's correct. that the ruin ending? Did I do something wrong? But my bond grew deeper.
Shido-san, my job is complete.
I've told you not to call me by name. Regardless, all that's left is to deal with the remnants.
The continued deaths of these teenagers would be a bit much, don't you think? I considered making it appear they had a falling out, but that would only amplify public frenzy. It would be best to have each of them meet with an unfortunate accident once the storm blows over.
Is there any possibility they'll want to avenge their leader?
No chance. They're nothing but cattle anyway. They have no backbone without his guidance. I will keep my eye on them just in case, though.
I'll be counting on you.
They will live their lives cowering in fear of death. An apt punishment for obstructing our work.
Make sure to kill that strange cat once you find it as well.
Understood. Though I doubt there's anything to worry about. It's merely a cat, after all.
Merely a cat?
More importantly, they should be
Which
dealing
means he
with
didn't
the
fully
suicide
understand.
right about now. Things will become quite busy once the word gets out. I'll need to prepare my comments on the matter.
I must be prepared to deal with it on my end as well. Beyond that, what of the director of the Special Investigations Unit?
Perhaps he'll be struck by a mysterious illness sometime soon.
It says take your time, but I can't.
No. It can't be. Even me. God. Shh.
What was all that about, showing him this phone? The Phantom Thief Alibaba?
I am Alibaba, a member of the Phantom Thieves. I inquire as to your justice. NIIJIMA.
How do they know I have this?
Goro Akechi is evil. He didn't come to interrogate the captured Phantom Thief. He came to kill him.
We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that? Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate him after to destroy the evidence, though.
Because the cat. Ah!
Don't trust the guard either. He's an accomplice as well.
Because he doesn't understand the talk that Morgana made, so Morgana heard all this going on.
I'll tell you detailed steps to take. You must save him.
You want me to save him?
Interesting.
Huh?
What is it?
Nothing. Anyway, what brings you here? I thought you were done with your business.
Did anyone else stop by? Nobody?
There'd be no reason for anyone else to come down here.
Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate him after to destroy the evidence, though.
So it's all true.
Of course it's true. Is something the matter?
It's Akechi-kun. He had to take a sudden call, so he won't be able to make it down today.
Huh?
I've been asked to handle things instead.
You? But...
You know, if you stay here, they'll likely get rid of you to eliminate any evidence. I suggest you go into hiding at once if you value your life.
Yes, ma'am.
And don't say a word of what transpired here. Trust nobody. Forget this ever happened.
So timeline-wise, have I been shot yet or no?
And now we return to our continued report. This morning, the police have announced that they've detained a suspect who may in fact fact be the leader.
Who said
of the
hi in
Phantom
my ear?
Thieves
Someone
group.
said hi. It was creepy.
The suspect is reported to be a young
John,
man who is
can I get you to look over here?
Oh, I'm sorry.
So he got caught. That group sure was something.
Yeah.
So the next shoot got me thinking. How about we have you do an idol thing, you know? That cool?
What a surprise. To think that the one behind all this is just a minor.
But considering how quickly they announced his arrest, the police must surely be confident in the outcome of this case.
Well, I'll be. Goodness, look at you now. It's been a while, Ryuji.
Huh?
You
Yeah.
stopped visiting so abruptly, everyone was worried about you. It's your second year, right? Are you still doing track and field? I'd love to see you run again.
Also, the young man continues to remain silent, refusing to implicate any potential accomplices. However, considering the number of charges brought against him...
I wonder if something happened.
Yeah.
You seemed stumped for once. Not feeling it today?
Yes.
Oh, I'm not chiding you. Just do as normal at your own pace. With your skills, there's no need to worry about your future.
Normal. Right.
He's just a high school student. How do you think he was contacting the others?
The police here can search any online communications. His accomplices may slip up eventually.
Still, it seems the Phantom Thieves' most recent targets have gone comatose. Actual harm has been done here.
Given the lack of physical violence, their method is
I don't know what that means.
Regardless, the police are looking into attempted murder charges.
You never turned it in? That's quite the surprise. I thought I lost it this whole time.
I'm sorry.
Well, your grades are excellent. And you're student council president. I'm sure you'll be admitted anywhere you apply. That one Phantom Thief should have followed your example. You hear? It seems he was caught. Some high schooler. I wonder why he turned to a life of crime.
Is it gonna reflect on everyone now what they're doing?
That the young man was placed on probation for assault.
Because of his previous record, he had to leave his hometown. Perhaps his motive lies there.
I believe your father can rest in peace now. That Phantom Thief could never have changed anything. Only a handful of people are qualified to alter the world.
Tell me more about your...
So you've been coming home late. That's what I've heard. I make a good playmate, you know.
We have breaking news. The young man being held in custody has committed suicide. The police have confirmed his death, although details have not been released. To repeat, the suspect has committed suicide while in
custody. This station will continue to report any further updates as they arrive.
It may be difficult to uncover his methods now. Perhaps that's why he decided to take this course of action.
It can't be.
Even Ryuji was in on it. They know. They know. They know.
It would seem as though you have been killed. But why were you killed? Why did you have to die?
To clear everyone.
Do you remember? It seems you forgot an important fact while your consciousness was hazy.
What did I forget?
Indeed. Your death was a necessity for your escape from certain doom. What a tremendous plan. How might you be capable of executing such a feat? Well then, let us rouse the memories which are missing.
Something was off during the school festival.
They're going. You realized it too then.
Uh-huh.
It was our conversation about pancakes, right?
Yep.
There's no way he could have reacted like that if he hadn't heard me. My thoughts exactly. It was your social studies trip. We met him in the hallway of that TV station.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way that this is the first time he's heard my voice.
Which means he's been to Mementos before.
This whole deal feels sketchy. Yeah, that was my plan too. Okay, let's get everyone on the same page right away.
That was a long sigh before he started talking. I skipped it because I thought it was no audio.
One more person has been on our mind. If it's possible, I want to eavesdrop on their phone conversation. That'll be tough. I agree.
I'd have to plant a bug directly on the phone.
So it's impossible even for you. I didn't say it was impossible. Okay, I've got a plan. That's perfect. An incredible one. This is gonna be fun. I can't wait!
Alright, Futaba. You do you.
I see. So we're going to use this place.
It'll be a gamble.
I think it's gonna work. You can't tell a thing.
It seems you finally remember.
It was a setup.
This game is not over yet. There are still things that must be done.
Okay, let's do it. My memories are starting to become clearer. That's right. This is what really happened to me at that moment. Shot him with a blank. Okay. You gotta explain yourself? Please explain. He had it coming. He had it coming. He had it coming all the time. Sorry, I saw the line and I had to sing it. Are you listening? I am. We need to talk about how we get out of this situation. Futaba's monitoring of Akechi's phone has confirmed it. He did indeed have an ulterior motive. It's a completely different level than just that. Not only was he trying to frame us, but he was the true culprit behind the mental shutdowns He offered his assistance was simply a plot to frame the Phantom Thieves and kill me. If we go into my sister's palace, he suggests will likely be met by a large ambush of police forces. He wishes to bring a police squad from reality into the palace. If the 8 of us can enter once, it's not incomprehensible to think a larger group could do so. He may even be able to bring in a vehicle or other special pieces of equipment. He made us go after Okumura. Then, once he triggered the change of heart, he killed him. And then told us that he had seen the true culprit, but it was him the entire time. The whole time he was working with Makoto's sister, he really is just some homicidal maniac. Akechi's merely a tool. His orders come from somewhere else. The Grandmaster behind all this. It's unimaginable fiend capable of arranging the murder of a suspect of a police station. I have to make Akechi say the name. The only reason it hasn't happened yet is because we're on an easy target to blame for his crimes. If he realizes they're no longer possible and abandons the plan, he may opt to kill us immediately. So this guy tried to kill us. Fun times. There's a way to get past Akechi and get the mastermind lay off us all learning his identity. You gotta be kidding me. You didn't say for real! I'm so proud of you, Ryuji. You are growing up. You are learning more words in your vocabulary. So proud. So we were still in the palace.
Ever since the death of their teenage leader, the Phantom Thieves have fallen silent. However, the police intend on continuing this investigation until the case is fully solved.
I'm sorry I'm late. I had to finish a few things at work. Where are they?
Waiting upstairs. Go tell them to come on down. I'm gonna fetch him.
You're her sister, correct?
Makoto told me everything. Futaba-chan, I'm sorry that I caused you so much trouble this past summer.
It's ancient history now.
Because they're palace and the Egyptians and all that.
Man, that goddamn detective.
Look who's here.
Hey, you big bastard.
How've you been?
I mean, I died.
You must be fine if you're joking around like that.
It truly is a relief to see her face.
I bet that moron Akechi don't even know we tricked him yet.
Still, how'd you pull this off? Isn't this guy considered dead?
You weren't told anything? I heard my sister brought him here, though.
Yeah, she came over in a taxi, dumped him off, and told me to keep him safe. It was right after they announced he had died, too. Almost gave me a heart attack.
I didn't have time to explain.
Hey, shouldn't we tell boss what really happened?
We wanted to make our enemy believe the leader of the Phantom Thieves was dead.
What?
What we did was make that enemy kill his fake in the metaverse.
Hold on a sec. Enemy? Fake? What are you talking about?
The true culprit behind all these incidents set us up. Our goal here was to determine their identity.
True culprit? I see. So you guys were going up against someone else.
It was Goro Akechi. You knew beforehand that he was the traitor, didn't you?
Yes.
Akechi himself gave us the chance to strike back. He made one fatal mistake.
What was that?
Couldn't you have just said from the beginning that Akechi was the real culprit?
That wasn't something we could simply bring up. We couldn't have you suspect Akechi. Besides, neither you nor the other investigators would have believed something like that, would you?
True. Akechi was credited with the arrest of the Phantom Thieves. Not even I would think he was the culprit. In other words, you left him alone on purpose. That was a bold move.
God, I can't keep up with any of this stuff.
I got it.
So what was this mistake Akechi made? What did he do?
He slipped up in regards to Morgana's voice.
You mean a cat?
Yes, Morgana can talk.
Sorry. Was that supposed to be a joke?
Oh, our apologies. That's completely true. You surprised?
Does that mean he said something just now as well?
But you don't understand him, do you? That's how it was for all of us at first, too. When you're in the metaverse, Mona talks like a normal person. Once you hear that and your brain realizes he can actually talk, you start to understand him in reality. It's a change in cognition, most likely. Thanks to Akechi's lame acting, we figured out something was up.
When we talked to Akechi at the school festival, he was acting like he just realized Mona could talk. But we already saw him drop a mega hint about it way earlier.
Oh, I know a place! I want to go to that huge pancake-looking place we passed on the way here!
Oh, am I mistaken? I thought I heard something about delicious pancakes.
I mean, that's subtle. It is a subtle game mechanic.
Mona was the only one who was talking about a pancake. That meant Akechi'd already been in the metaverse by then.
And since he was lying to us about that, we assumed he had a hidden motive behind contacting us.
It seemed odd upon further thought. His reaction to my pancake comment was an honest one, after all. He did approach us when we found ourselves in the worst trouble yet. That's why we asked Futaba-chan to wiretap his phone.
I pretended to be interested in checking the phone out, but I was actually planting my app. My heart was pounding while I was doing it, though.
Even that ace detective could never have imagined a program being installed so quickly. Futaba's quirky nature proved to be a great help.
That was just an act! After a few days of listening, this confirmed his betrayal.
Then I'll guide the police into her palace and have them catch the Phantom Thieves in the act. That would be the only way to arrest them, given their methods. I'll deal with them after that. Let me see. We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that? Public security questioning will occur on the first day. And with that room, my task will be simple.
Is this for real?
Oh, you said for real.
Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate him after to destroy the evidence, though.
So they plan to get rid of that guard from the beginning.
Well then, I will make the arrangements the day after the arrest. And thus, the dangerous criminal responsible for the mass mental shutdowns shall end his own life. When he does, you will become a great hero who saved Japan from evil. As will I, of course.
I knew he was acting strangely, but to think he was this far gone.
He's no ace detective. Akechi is the perpetrator behind the mental shutdown crimes.
That he is, and we figured it out.
On top of that, there's someone else commanding Akechi. Someone with great authority. So great that they can order an assassination in a police station. That's why we had to make a move before they did.
I see.
We baited Akechi into Sis's palace, making him dispose of our leader's fake, but think he killed him.
Can you elaborate on that in more detail? What exactly happened in my cognitive world?
We're sorry for using you without your permission. Your palace had all the conditions we needed.
What conditions?
First, we required a place inside the cognitive world that was the same as in reality.
That place is based on the real world after all. Anywhere that's not warped looks just like normal.
That's why nobody but the person who uses the nav even realizes they're in the metaverse.
Exactly, because they said the police station was untouched nearby, and I remember that!
With Kamoshida, we came in from the station without even noticing. You totally can't tell the difference if there ain't any distortions around.
We had already investigated NIIJIMA-san's palace when Makoto brought the suggestion to us.
I was seriously impressed by that suggestion. To be honest, I didn't quite understand it, but... yeah, it's good we have her heading up our operations.
Makoto is normally so calm as well, but once her mind is set, she gets oddly impulsive.
I did have a bit of a rivalry forming with Akechi, but I just couldn't contain myself anymore once you became a target, sis. The reason I joined the Phantom Thieves was to heal your heart, after all.
My own achievements were all that mattered to me. I was desperate. I'm sorry I couldn't.
That goes for the both of us. We heard from Mako-chan that you were going to do the interrogation, NIIJIMA-san.
And regarding its location, I take it you used the data from my laptop?
I'm sorry.
Go on.
There were two things we were able to confirm while we were checking the metaverse. First, our clothes didn't change when we were down in the interrogation room. Second, the scenery and details outside of the palace proper were the same as in the real world.
Once we heard that from Makoto, we secretly went to check it out without Akechi knowing.
There was also one more thing we absolutely needed to make this work. A perfect cognitive replica of him in the metaverse's interrogation room.
Since he had yet to be caught, though, there obviously wouldn't be anyone in that room.
Once we saw the casino guests and police officers, we were convinced this would work. They looked no different from actual living people.
After that, we just had to work our way into the palace like usual, while keeping Akechi in the dark.
Everything went as planned up until we defeated Sis's shadow. However, it was then that we were met with a terrifying, unexpected police ambush. As a result, even though we managed to grab the treasure...
So where was it then?
Except that was all an act. We had prepared an empty briefcase beforehand, and merely act this was because we knew the police would be coming for us.
We made sure before the operation that the police would be waiting to ambush us. And just as expected, he...
Yay! We won, we're super winning that.
Him getting captured by the police went exactly how we planned it.
And I had been interrogating him with no knowledge of this. But how did you lure Akechi into this cognitive world's interrogation room?
All I needed were the coordinates.
She used the laptop and remotely accessed the metaverse. Asking her about it now would drag the conversation on too long. I should talk to her later.
Akechi disposed of the fake in the palace and left thinking he had been victorious. It must have been truly hilarious for our leader who sat idly in the real world's interrogation room. Surely he was acting quite cocky by himself in that quiet chamber.
So that's why you gave me your phone. I only took it because of what you told me.
It's a shame I didn't have the opportunity to see that for myself.
All I could do was try to handle all the messages that started coming to me on his phone. Huh. So in other words, I've been to the metaverse, albeit for a brief moment.
In our experience, there is little danger when someone enters their own palace for so short a time.
That's the other reason we had him give it to you. We needed you to listen to Alibaba, deceive the guard, and ultimately aid in his escape. By having you head back to the interrogation room, we could return you to the real world as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I had to think of some way to keep you from running into Akechi mid-assassination.
Huh. Astounding. I hadn't the slightest idea that such a grand operation was taking place within me.
I'm so glad he was able to persuade you during the interrogation. Even though we knew Akechi's plan, we were pretty worried about that part.
True.
Why is that?
Without Sis on our side, Futaba's plan and subsequent breakout would have never been possible. That persuasion was easily our greatest gamble. We couldn't consult Sis beforehand. It was absolutely the make or break moment of the entire plan.
Still, I'm surprised you could convince me in such a short time. Were you confident you could do it?
Don't remember drugs. That's terrible.
I see. Either way, I can't believe you went for such a risky idea.
I have to be confident in front of Makoto's sister / guardian, because Makoto is one of the girls that my character is currently dating. An's one of the other ones, and also the doctor, and also the teacher, and also soon to be the shogi player. And then after that, yeah.
If we could just tell you the true culprit's plan, I knew you'd realize the bigger picture. Realize that our leader was telling the truth, and that there was a greater evil to pursue.
As a result, we emerged victorious.
Then the reason you kept this a secret from me was so you could catch the true culprit, correct?
Yes. But
this is stunning.
I've kind of figured out that you guys made Akechi kill a fake. But what did you do about the body?
The police never even checked it.
Huh?
They had a coroner working to ensure his death was reported as a suicide. That coroner didn't take one look at the scene and just passed along a falsified death certificate.
The bad guys have that much...
Murder in a police station would be reckless otherwise.
Thanks to Futaba-chan's messages and the guard's demeanor, I eventually came to understand. And since the higher-ups at the police knew nothing of this, they were thrown into disarray. As a result, his suicide during imprisonment was reported on the news.
And with that confusion, he was able to escape with NIIJIMA-san's help.
I made sure nobody would check the morgue for his body, and thanks to that...
Thinking back to the interrogation, though, I can't believe what they did to him. The callous use of violence, and even drugs, is utterly abnormal. If he had lost consciousness and hadn't been able to tell Sis about the phone, I'm truly glad you made it back safe.
I almost became one of your assailants as well.
It still freaked me out when I saw the suicide on the news, though.
We made sure to live normal lives while he was being interrogated, to avoid drawing any suspicion.
Just 2 days worth.
Even with that, I couldn't help but worry for him in my heart.
Oh, you have one of those?
Well, I knew right away that her plan worked out.
I wanted to believe, but considering what we were up against...
Ryuji's a bit on the dense and carefree side.
Can it, cat?
I had to be patient and avoid this place until things settled down.
We knew he was alive, but it was difficult to not worry.
Now that I think about it, my interrogation was just a formality for the head command. What a joke, letting me interrogate someone who was meant to die. They just... Very well. From here forward, you saved me, after all.
That's reassuring to...
I'll do whatever I can to help too. Just let me know. Let's take a break for now, though. This old brain is pooped. Oh, and feel free to use the first floor when you guys want to get together to talk. You'll need a hideout where you can be safe. Just say the word, and I'll close shop early.
Thanks, bud.
Are you sure?
This guy can't leave. Plus, you won't make much progress if people can hear you from downstairs. It's not like this place is the liveliest joint in town.
Let us accept his offer. What a great man.
Oh, yeah. That's my dad. Do it for my dad! Oh, yeah, summary of the story up to this point has been updated. To read, do that. You get it? Good.
That sounds familiar.
It's me, Akechi.
Why do you sound like you're in the bathroom?
Enter.
At your own risk.
That's the death certificate of the principal offender, correct? Is there a problem with it?
No, nothing in particular. More importantly, you've done well with regard to the prosecutors.
Thanks.
The cause of death for the SIU director has been settled as a stroke.
I had him work quite substantially on forging evidence. His loss should be mourned.
It was thanks to his efforts that I could enter the Phantom Thieves' interrogation room, too.
The SIU is in disarray with his death. I'll take my time choosing a successor after the elections.
At any rate, I'm now praised as a hero, and I owe it all to the Phantom Thieves.
All possible hindrances are now gone. There's no doubt that this election is mine.
You gonna join in the evil laugh? Evil laugh? Or just gonna leave it up to them? That is the question of the day.
And on to our next story, the snap election for the House of Representatives. Discussion is swirling around potential nominees as the deadline for candidacy announcement nears.
Tell me more.
Candidates will announce on the 23rd of this month, while voting will be held on the 18th of next.
Elections, huh? Don't matter to us. It's not like we can vote in them yet anyways.
Why don't we resume our conversation?
Well, the Phantom Thieves are back together. We can finally take it to Akechi and the bastard backing him.
Have you figured out who's behind all this?
Akechi accidentally let that slip after the murder. He said, Shido-san.
Shido? Feels like I've heard that somewhere.
He is unmistakably a man of power if he has such strong connections to the police.
You should have left the TV on.
Shido? Could it be Masayoshi Shido?
Yoshi Shido?
Who? I believe he's a politician. Remember, Ryuji? You said his speech was too loud.
For real?
Oh, there he is. Good old Ryuji back. Thank you very much, Ryuji. I missed you.
It's certainly possible that Shido is the mastermind.
Huh?
Do you have some kind of evidence?
Nothing material. However, there are various conditions which align with that possibility. First, he would profit from damage done to the current administration by the psychotic breakdowns. He's maintained a negative stance toward the Phantom Thieves and has gained tremendous popularity. On top of that, he'll most likely become the next Prime Minister if he wins this upcoming election.
No!
Did he set us up with that election in mind?
If he is behind all this, that would be in stark opposition to his honest public image.
So his current position and popularity is just him benefiting from the mental collapses. We'll make him have a change of heart, no matter what it takes. Mom.
Shido, huh?
What is the matter?
I had a feeling he was wrapped up in all this, just based on the connections I had from my previous job.
What do you do?
I think the one who crushed Wakaba's research and confiscated her materials was probably Shido. From the moment Wakaba died, I had a hunch he was involved. But there wasn't anything I could do. So I chose to protect Futaba and went into hiding.
Why didn't you say that sooner?
You guys would have definitely gone after him if I had. He would have just killed all of you, no doubt. That's what he usually does to people who get in his way.
Originally, I was looking into the mental shutdown cases. It was then that I accidentally stumbled upon government research regarding the psychotic breakdowns. So I tracked down the whereabouts of that research data and met with the associated parties. Boss was one of those parties. I would never have imagined all of this was connected. The mental shutdowns, psychotic breakdowns, Shido, and even the Phantom Thieves' actions.
way back when. Shido kept saying he was going to be Prime Minister one day.
What's going to happen to this country if Shido becomes Prime Minister?
The issue is simpler. This is nothing more than yet another selfish adult trying to impose his will on the public.
We gotta expose that rotten bastard!
Yeah, we'll do it like always. Then let's check the nav.
Masayoshi Shido, the guy running for Prime Minister. Got a hit! Well, duh. Ain't a surprise he has one.
Where would the location be?
What kind of things go through a politician's head?
I always think of dirty money and shady actions.
What does he do? And where? We don't got a clue about this guy's life.
His palace must be somewhere that politicians frequent. Any ideas?
Talk about small scale.
Perhaps it's the Diet Building?
Diet Building?
We got a hit!
How arrogant must he be to see himself as the ruler of the Diet Building?
I don't know what that means, Diet Building.
Our next target's the big shot politician Masayoshi Shido. Hell yeah! Nobody against it?
Of course!
Of course you're against it, or of course not.
He will be a worthy opponent.
Let's win this together. Time for revenge. Then it's unanimous.
Makoto
All
didn't
we
say
gotta do
anything.
now is figure out what he thinks that Diet Building place is.
So that's the app that allowed me to enter the metaverse.
An old fart like me can't wrap his head around all this stuff.
We'll have to deal with this before Election Day, December 18th.
Uh-huh.
That means we need it done by the 17th.
It's best we hurry before they discover there's no body in the morgue.
Should we start tomorrow then? We can meet at the Diet Building after school.
That reminds me, what are you gonna do about school? You can't show up if you're supposed to be dead.
Miss Kawakami said he went back home for family reasons.
That's what I told the school.
Don't let him find out you're alive then, alright?
What do you mean?
This operation had another purpose outside of escaping Akechi's clutches. Shido tried to place all the blame on the Phantom Thieves and deceive the public at the same time. He has ruined countless lives, and even made Goro Akechi, a student, assist him with assassinations. A mere change of heart is too lenient a sentence for such an abominable criminal. We'll be making use of the police statement that the leader of the Phantom Thieves committed suicide. Our leader, who is presumed dead, will come out of hiding to deliver a grand statement. He'll say he has escaped prison, not committed suicide, and was in fact almost killed by a criminal. Everyone's gonna flip.
You guys thought through all this stuff too?
We're intellectuals, you know.
That's why you needed such a daring trick as getting captured and appearing to be killed.
She's got a cute face when she's smiling.
What frightening teenagers.
But the true battle has only just begun. We won the first round, but we must stay on our toes.
Yeah, this ain't the time to be celebrating.
These people tried to trap and kill us. There is no end to their inhuman, conniving nature. We will need to be prepared for whatever may come our way.
Why is everyone looking at me?
I finally made it this far. It's already been 2.
Back then, you earned the media's attention as a young politician who could rise up against bureaucracy.
And 2.5 years ago, I was in elementary school, wearing the same jacket. I never wash.
Because of that, those who wanted to preemptively deal with problems tried to tie you up in scandal.
To think I would fall for the ruse schemed by those decrepit fools in power. I recall that's when you came to me. You promoted yourself saying you had special powers.
Thanks for the exposition here.
If it wasn't for the research on cognition that I dabbled in, I would have thought you insane.
I made those troublesome opponents psychotic, and erased any trace of that scandal.
Who'd think that tampering with a person's heart could trigger a psychotic lapse or mental shutdown. And when someone like that said he'd support me, I had suspected there'd be an ulterior motive.
It's because I sympathized with your aspiring ideology. I believed that your ideals needed to be achieved for the sake of the country's future.
Well, my faith in you was precisely why I pulled the plug on that research. I only need you using that power. It'd be troublesome if someone else uncovered how it works.
Wakaba Ishiki, was it? That researcher. She wouldn't have had to die if she just complied.
Any suspicions should be snubbed out. Even the smallest doubt must be severed at the root. After all, we had an active public prosecutor's office director on our side, until recently.
Astounding, isn't it? To think the director himself often forged evidence to secure his promotion. He was quite surprised when you confronted him about it. He didn't know. Well, I got that out of his shadow, so technically speaking, he did it himself.
This country's affairs have become stagnant. The political world is filled with old men who only act to preserve their own vested interests. The general public has forsaken such political affairs and don't even bother. Only ruin awaits us.
I must agree.
There's no need to be ruined along with such incompetent fools. I will lead this country to its revival. Those who get in the way must be eliminated at times. That's the correct way to use the metaverse.
Still, it would stand out if there were continuous deaths and scandals with your political rivals, which is why I made them suspects.
We get it.
Prosecute the targets that I turn psychotic, and solve them as cases unrelated to you. And thus, the charismatic ace detective was born.
Thanks to your efforts, my clean image remains untarnished. And once I gained public sentiment, collaborators from all sectors began approaching me on their own. The police were no exception. With their management in my pocket, keeping them in check was easy.
When the Phantom Thieves emerged, I thought things might become somewhat troublesome.
And they were just brats once we looked into it. All we needed to do was lay the blame on them.
When you told me that, I knew then that you were the better man.
Their popularity was a bit beyond my expectations. But flipping it made the negative press stronger. After that, all I had to do was openly berate them. I've been gaining more supporters since. The current administration is dead with ongoing scandals. Never mind the fact that they're my doing. Even the government parties have begun splitting up, and they're dissolving just as planned. The time has finally come. Just a little more, and I will take the seat of Prime Minister. However, inauguration isn't my goal. That's when I'll make this country rich for the sake of its selfish and ignorant masses who can only rely on others.
Okay.
In other words, you're creating a powerful country that can compete with the world.
The public resonates with my ideals and follows me. And for that, some sacrifices can't be avoided. That is my duty as the chosen one.
Oh, okay.
Your assistance has been very influential in making my plans proceed smoothly. When I become Prime Minister, I'll grant whatever wish you want.
With this most recent case, my name has become known across the country, perhaps even the world. Surely my story will be passed down as a hero who won against monsters that could control people's hearts. I believe I'll lay low and devote myself to my studies.
I suppose with your age, you wouldn't come up with debauched desires.
I am thinking about the future, though.
Neat. Can we please move on?
Guess you won't be going to school for a while. Don't worry about it. This'll be a breeze compared to what we've had to face so far.
No, no.
And we'll have all the time to come up with the plans together. To be perfectly honest, I don't really care what happens to Shido, one way or the other. But when I consider the fact that he's your enemy, I'm going to stay with you until the very end.
I put this?
Well then.
I can't go to sleep when everyone's watching.
Yeah.
I'll just add this.
Alright, so we're gonna save. So everything is stacked except for Guts. Guts is still level 4. So we're gonna look at our stats here. Social stats. Guts needs to go up. Everything else is maxed.
Hey. Nice.
Ah.
Whoa. But
Making the phone think you just push button. Okay. Neat.
well,
Sweet, let's go to bed.
I'm gonna head back then.
Futaba's apparently staying here. 3%? He's a hero. I'm so glad to catch he's back. I hope they catch the rest of the Phantom Thieves too. He's really amazing. Whoa! Who'd have thunk it?
Phew.
You're alive! The news is reporting you committed suicide. Aww. Any other phone calls from my other girlfriends?
Cut that out!
okay.
Of the keyword, the Chief's curry has energized you. Oh, I see. So the keyword, like, what could it be? Who's texting me now? Keyword for Shido's Palace yet? Now that you mention it, the accidents in the administrative job.
Well then.
Make sure you aren't discovered. So maybe comb your hair and take your glasses off.
What is it?
It's like, dude, I have so many connections I have to make. I cannot.
Akechi isn't here.
Let's begin at once. Police cars are making rounds, so we can't stay here too long. We already have Masayo Shishido and Diet Building. All we need is what he thinks of this place.
Maybe Mount Fuji, since it's the highest place in the country?
What about a mansion?
Since he's going to subjugate everyone as Prime Minister...
What about an arena?
Imperial Palace? It's no good. I thought we would have gained entry by now.
Hey, you think he's guarding his whole palace with a barrier? Shido stole the cognitive science research, right? Well, maybe it had some special move written in it.
Is that even possible?
Who knows? I've got no idea. There was nothing like that in the notes I saw.
Anyways, what kind of person is Shido? I can't figure him out.
I did some light research on him last night, but I couldn't get a grasp on the type of man he is.
Okay. And you're the impressionist.
That man over there is probably a legislator, right? I'll try asking him. Excuse me. I'm a member of the newspaper club at my high school. May I speak with you for a moment?
Wow, good acting.
Sure.
What kind of person is Representative Shido? What's he think about the national diet?
His stance is dedication for country. It's how he's garnered everyone's trust. He's an admirable man of action, with a first-class determination. I'd say he's a model politician.
Hey, Matt Gamer. Welcome to the stream.
I believe that he'll help create a wonderful future in which young adults like you can live in ease.
And I'm gonna walk away without you actually getting...
Exemplary answer.
Uh-huh.
It makes sense he wouldn't tell teenagers anything unnecessary.
Look over there. He's on a walkie-talkie.
Yes, they have those.
Wait, is it about us?
That doesn't look good.
We should leave at once. Tomorrow's a day off, so let's have an early strategy meeting. We should all think about this tonight.
The criminals calling themselves the Phantom Thieves are no more. However, I believe that this country's citizens are still living their days. These scandals only increase our distrust of the current government. As a citizen myself, I am enraged.
Look who's talking.
What does it mean to be a politician with responsibility? Working toward personal gain without consideration of the country is outrageous.
The election's public notification is tomorrow. But no matter where I go, people are cheering for Shido.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's being deceived so easily.
In order to save this country that has been tainted by villains.
Ugh.
Nice.
I don't have any more stuff though. Should rest up for tomorrow. My foot. I have so many free days where I can't even go to school, and you're like, no, we're not gonna let you do anything. It's gonna go down. Oh, it's trying to go down to 2. Oh snap! So my other girlfriend has wanted to make sure that I was okay.
Last one. Diamond mine. No good.
How many do we miss?
Perhaps he truly does have a barrier up.
Right?
That's not something to be excited about.
We know all the way up to Diet Building, too.
So you enter keywords into the Metaverse Navigator.
Boss, can you turn the TV on? Shido might be on it.
Sure thing.
Goro Akechi. Him and his stupid composed face.
So, Akechi-san, is it true you withdrew yourself from the media as part of your plan to capture the Phantom Thieves?
I truly apologize for causing such a stir. Honestly, it required a lot of courage to openly oppose them when their popularity was at its peak. I mean,
make yourself look
people
better.
often lashed out at me online and whatnot.
Then was it also your plan when you said they weren't at fault after their popularity declined?
That was to catch them off guard. I could say I applied my profiling knowledge. Once they lost public support, someone they thought was their greatest enemy lent a hand. That's the same strategy used in romance, wouldn't you agree?
Why is he being treated as an ace detective?
It's not just on TV or online. Newspapers, magazines. I see his face.
On the other hand, no one's hoping for our comeback on the fan site. Like, at all.
Phantom Thieves are evil. Shido and Akechi are just. It should be the other way around.
They're manipulating information using the media.
Leaving Akechi aside, we'll get back at him later. Our main issue is Shido.
Were there any instances before when you didn't know the palace keywords?
Well, there was the time with Futaba.
We didn't know anything about her, so all we could do was make conjectures.
Then why don't we just go directly and see Shido?
That's impossible. He's surrounded by bodyguards and followers all the time.
There's no way high school students can get an appointment with him either.
Well, we do have an adult with us.
No, that's still impossible. Besides, that's too dangerous a method.
Well, this is a problem.
What's with the ruckus outside?
To everyone gathered before NIIJIMA Station.
Isn't that an election campaign car?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right! The candidates are currently campaigning.
I apologize for the commotion. I am Masayoshi Shido.
Wait, did he just say Shido?
He just said Shido! Why are we excited about that? Oh, you're surprised, okay. We know.
Man, talk about being lucky.
Lucky 777.
Hey, Ryuji, this way. By the way, did something happen? Didn't seem well a moment ago.
I'm gonna go to the clinic. Oh, dang it, I can't go to the clinic. My mistake. Hi. I wanted to talk to you. I guess I go this way? Towards the station? Oh, not that way. This way. This way, that way, this way, that way. Let's get over there, please.
I humbly that you cast your vote for me, Masayoshi Shido. Let us all set sail toward a happy future.
You should button your jacket there, buddy, when you're standing.
I hope to continue serving you all.
Is that the guy? You guys wait here. I'll go get intel for us.
Wait!
Hey! Yo, Shido-san!
Stand back.
I just want to talk to him for a sec.
He's a busy man.
The hell? Ain't he supposed to hear a citizen's comments?
That's enough, Brad.
You're that asshole we met at the hotel before, at the elevators. Oh, I'm sorry. So you can butt in front of other people if you're in a hurry?
What are you talking about?
That moron! Come on, stop!
But these guys...
Hey, kid. You don't want to know what happens when you cross me. It seems the customer base has changed since I was here last. This ain't a show. Get lost, kid. Damn brat! I'll sue!
We know.
What are you looking at? This country is filled with clueless children. Let them go. My next appointment is coming up.
Appointment?
What a piece of shit. So what do you think after seeing... Wait, he's the jerk you told us about before? The same guy? For real? Seriously?
You're sure? Shido's the one who ruined your life.
Yeah.
Holy shit. I don't believe it.
Let's get going, okay?
He didn't piece it together. There was a cat standing there. And kids. And a cat.
Shido's the guy who said...
What kind of fate brought you two back together?
Talk about a destined connection. Shido was involved in the cognitive research too, right? This can't be dismissed as just a coincidence.
No one thinks it's a coincidence except for the people in the game. Everyone else who's playing the game got this from the get-go.
What the hell's going on here?
Shido was already a politician then. Yet he sued a student and ruined his future? He must have pulled some strings so that his name wouldn't be mentioned. Furthermore, he also would have had to force that woman into making a false statement.
He would do anything. We're talking about a man who ordered a hit inside the police station.
How do you know what that means?
He can't sit still until he crushes whoever opposes him, no matter how
What a peep. Children are the future, my ass! What he's saying and doing are completely different!
But now that we found out who did it, can't something be done about his record?
Once the courts have made a judgment, overturning that decision will be difficult. It'd barely be possible even if proof of innocence is presented and Shido admits to his crimes.
At any rate, we need to trigger a change of heart in him.
Be that as it may, Shido's outer appearance and his true fate, it's beyond hypocritical. It's as if he's an entirely different... He speaks about the good of the country.
That man's full of ambition to rise in the world. He only thinks of the weak as stepping...
Yeah, I get
he
that.
treats himself as an elite man,
But I want to
while looking
know
down on others.
what the secret password is.
I assume the keyword for what he believes the Diet Building is will be Despicable 2.
No,
It must
Despicable
be something
3. Better
self-centered
movie.
and completely different from politics.
Someone like him needs to be punished as soon as possible.
Let's head to the Diet Building again right after school tomorrow. I feel we'll get it this time.
Stewing over it won't get anywhere.
Can't go anywhere.
I should write something.
Why can't I go anywhere? I'd like to go somewhere. Fine, let's go to bed.
Well then. Yeah.
Oh, ouch. Is it gonna go below 3%? Oh, gotta. Woo! Don't care. I'd love to go to the arcade and hang out with my confidants, but I can't because game locks you every time. Why am I going in school uniform if I get recognized by Akechi or someone else who actually knows us in this town?
Security guards became suspicious of us last time, so we can't stay here for long.
Especially because we're all standing the exact same position we were in last time.
But we still have no hit.
Think it's a barrier after all?
Where'd your enthusiasm from yesterday go?
Ah, shut up. The real game starts at 2 outs.
You run. You're not a
thinking about the
baseball player.
The citizens are secondary. He only cares about his own well-being and that of his lackeys. He wants to become prime minister, even if it means trampling on others. Fortune. Hey, can you think of anything? Just try saying anything. It just...
Incompetent fools like you just need to shut your mouths and follow where I steer this country.
Steer?
Is it a ship?
It was a match?
What? The Diet Building's a ship? What kind of scenery will that be? The actual
I can't even begin to imagine what it will be like.
Well, whatever it is, looks like there are no barriers.
Oh, shut up! Let's hurry up and go in.
Are we clear of the guard?
Get closer to the wall, just... Alright.
We didn't get closer to the wall. We didn't do that thing that you told us to do. I didn't. I would have liked to, but it didn't happen.
Wait!
Hey.
How's it look over there? See anything?
Nah, it's totally normal.
I'll check it out.
Huh? What the heck?
What's up, Futaba? Futaba?
What is it?
The hell?
You didn't notice?
Even though this country may sink, he alone will survive. That's what this cognition is about, huh?
This is bullshit! A country that children can be proud of my ass. If a guy like this stands above everyone, we're seriously done for.
This is beyond...
The same goes for Akechi. He should have seen this scenery as well. Yet he still aided Shido.
What in the world is he think? Whether it be for glory or for simply a
For
reward.
glory.
My father died because of someone like this. We gotta sink Shido instead of this country. A palace with not just the center of the distortion.
Just drop the anchor.
But the entire country sunken. I can't believe there's someone with this tremendous of a desire. Be careful. This will be complete.
We're definitely gonna take his treasure. All right.
We must put an end to this by December. Let the infiltration begin.
Wait.
You got it.
I don't have a Kenshi, so I need someone else. Haru?
My. This is exactly what we're hoping for.
I'll just add this.
Indeed.
The Masquerade?
That's...
It looks like.
You're right.
So...
Listen up.
I can feel it.
Ooh, interesting little character icon there. So let's go up these steps. Hi.
Huh? What?
Hi. What is you? Guard dogs of Hades. You mean like Cerberus? Well, let's get some defense up. Let's figure out.
Fox got knocked down. Come on, stay together.
You're kidding, right? I kind of needed that guy. You're walking Duck? Okay, awesome. Let's see. You have ice. Ice is probably what I need to use. Yeah, that'll work.
Ooh, Joker, you're looking cool. Beat him up.
How undignified.
Let's go.
We already know its weakness.
They're done for. Powerful. You'll want fierce ice attack.
Or, you know, what I could do is just attack it. That'll work. Alright, so we fought the thing. Oh, there's an enemy there. So, what I have to go and do is...
I have something. Somewhere.
Careful.
Watch out! Strong enemy, and they've got you surrounded. The flames! The war's on fire! We can't take more of this! The opponent is strong.
Stun him,
Don't do anything
player.
reckless. I'll use my persona! Anat!
Ah!
Go, Queen, go! Persona! Anat!
I knew that someone had a weakness to this.
Queen, you hit their weak point!
Alright, so what we're gonna do here.
They're tough, but weak to nuclear.
You got hit twice.
Right? This doesn't look good. Be careful! Knock them right off their feet!
Do not
Nice,
move a muscle.
Joker! Beat him up! The war's on fire! We can't take much more of this!
Goemon!
You got him, Fox! One enemy hit the ground!
Let's go. Die!
One enemy crushed! Keep that up, Fox! How's this?
Ah, she critted. Perfect.
Keep it coming, Noir!
No sudden movements. Let's
We're gonna hit him again.
They're done for!
Way to crit. Oh boy.
What was that?
Nice moves, Fox! Persona! Okay.
Much thanks.
Thanks for the heals.
It's time.
Ooh, Joker! You're looking cool! Beat him up! Last one!
This is my other self. Goemon, strike!
You did it, Fox!
Slice you to pieces.
Get him. Get him, guys. We got it. We're gonna do it. It's gonna be great.
We've done it.
There we go.
Okay.
No major setbacks. Let's continue on.
Let us all set sail toward a happy future.
I have something. Focus.
So we gotta go up these steps.
And immediately acting upon them. In order to
I have something.
mean to be a politician with responsibility. Working toward personal gain without consideration of the country is outrageous.
Focus. I can see it.
Ah, treasure chest. Thank you.
Hey, that's a treasure chest.
I can feel it. I have something.
Working toward personal gain without consideration of everyone's opinion. And in order to save this country that has been
I have something.
This is...
I can see it.
Hey,
Oh, treasure's that way, you say? Well, I want to go the other way. I want this thing. Give me the thing.
hey!
I have something.
Oh, this.
These huge doors are obviously...
There's slots to stick in something like a key card. Whoa.
475 people in favor. 0 against.
I hear something.
Since there is no one against the plan, this bill will be unanimously passed as drafted.
Passed? What's going on?
If this truly is the representatives' chamber as written, beyond here must be the main assembly hall.
The what now?
It's that large conference room that's usually seen on the news.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that thing! Gotcha!
Most likely a meaningless vote. One in which whatever Shido proposes will... So he's doing whatever he wants by keeping only...
What do we do to get in, though?
Maybe we need some kind of qualification. One that vows to be his follower or swear loyalty.
So basically, we need to prove that we're on his side.
But to pretend.
You sure move on quick.
But what's this qualification thing about?
Why don't we ask the guests on this ship?
That thought never crossed my mind.
Asking around doesn't sound like the guests here are the cognitive versions of them in Shido's mind. True.
That said, the ruler here is that evil Shido.
Right. We should prepare for the worst, of course. This ship is most likely an ark loaded with those that Shido... It'd explode. We can at least gather. It helps that everyone's wearing masks. He must believe that no one shows their true face to any... Well then, let's...
So we'll gather information.
Well then.
Focus.
Hey!
I have something.
There's the door back here. Can I access? Oh, hey.
You got it. You got it.
Oh, okay, so once I gather all the info.
There's a chest. Joker, let's open.
Ah, a model gun, like the original gun, which is absolutely terrible. Why would it be in one of these such areas? I don't know. Hey, Makoto.
Somewhere.
Indeed.
I can feel it.
Hi. You look friendly.
Joker.
I have something.
You got it. Nice. Well then.
Well,
Get a bit of intel, sort through things we gained thus far. Here's a map.
Whoa! Joker!
It's somewhere.
Yeah, we'll go to the safe room.
Still, this is a surprise. The casino earlier looked pretty real too, but talking with these guests was a whole nother story.
Mm-hmm.
you have that right.
This ruler's observational skills and insight are off the charts. Shido's a formidable foe.
Come on, no need to freak out.
I'm not freaking out. I was just thinking it'll be easier to make a plan since they can talk normally. Alright. Let's put together the information we gathered.
Huh. Gotcha.
You're right. It seems...
I heard about a prominent VIP used to nobility, usually by the pool.
Please hear me out.
Next is the intelligence team. The president of a television station is also VIP. Always plays slots at night, which students spends money quite lavishly.
Hey, listen!
The president of IT company, always in his room and reportedly enters from an exclusive hallway.
Listen up. You got it.
It's no use. I can't.
I can only remember about 2 of.
My memory is pristine.
Really? Wow! We're up against 5 people. The politician Owe, a former noble, a TV station president, an IT company president, and a cleaner.
Politician, nobles by the pool, TV station president likes to gamble, IT company president goes somewhere, and then a cleaner somewhere.
We get certification from them and obtain key cards that'll but only go for the cleaner after the other 4 have been dealt with, right? Whoa, now that...
If we can't remember the details on the VIPs... Alright, let's get... Hey! Well...
Let's head back for a little bit. Woo!
Let's do it.
Alright, I gotta leave the stream here because we've been playing for a while. But we've made some progress, and it's April Fool's. Not that that makes a difference, but we made some progress. And we're on to our next character, our next target, which means I get to finally date more people. Because that is the true message of the game, is to date all the people and have the harem ending. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I will be streaming more hopefully in the future for a little bit. I need to finish this game. I need to play more Sekiro. Anyway, talk to y'all later. Bye.